Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a special bonus reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Capricorn, I hope that you're doing well. This reading is all about the alchemy of what you are trying to transform in your life right now. The alchemy is a process of taking kind of raw materials and transforming it into something else. So we're taking one state of being and putting it into another state of being. So it's a process of evolution, and that's how I see it. So I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, as well as the Pulp Tarot for your tarot reading. The cards have been pre-shuffled. I'm going to get the overall energy for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Energy for, thank you, wow. It just swooped right across the table. Wow, Capricorn, Rosa Orium, the Golden Rose. Thank you, Spirit. Capricorn, I feel like we're doing some beautiful things right now. You're in the process already of alchemizing something, of turning those base metals into gold. Something outstanding is happening for you right now. I don't know if it's because of some planetary alignment or if it's just your tenacious self. At the time that I am filming this, it is Capricorn season. So happy birthday to you if it is your birthday when you're watching this. Actually, when I post this, I'm not sure if it'll still be Capricorn season, but happy belated birthday. I also hear a slight ringing in my left ear, just ever so slightly. Slight fluctuation in the frequency. So I feel like your spirit guides are kind of gather around. We're going to talk about Capricorn and all the amazing things they're going to do. When we think of the rose has a rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. What is the quote from Shakespeare? It's crazy because I just saw all these stats about Shakespeare today, how he invented 3,000 words into the English language, and 60% of those words he only used once, and that he is the second most quoted author of all time. But they didn't say who was the most quoted, but I can only assume it's probably like the Bible or something. I don't know. A rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. It's something like that. They represent love. They represent friendship, passion, loss. There's an obsession with roses and showcasing them, hybridizing them, Spirit just said. Hybridizing. Okay. There's something about that word hybridize, hybrid. Are you, I mean, you could own that car. A car that is a hybrid, but I feel like Spirit was honking the horn for another reason. Spirit just showed me like a business, like a restaurant. You know when they have fusion restaurants, it's like, oh, it's or it's Japanese South American fusion, or it's Tex-Mex, Korean, or like whatever. Like there's people that have restaurants that they have fusion restaurants where they bring the best elements out of different places and put them all together into this magical third entity, right? Precisely alchemization. But there's something specific about the word hybrid for you. That there's something in your life that you're bringing together specifically as two constituent elements being mixed together. You could be hybridizing a family, like if you have kids and somebody else has kids and it's the Brady Bunch, right? A Brady Bunch could be a reference for you. Take it as it resonates. But in the center here, we have this golden nugget. This card is calling into question how it is that we value things. Because to one person, they might value the scent of the rose much more than the worth of the gold nugget, depending on where they are in life. Like if you're on your deathbed, are you going to care about the gold nugget? Like in that moment, or are you going to care about the smell, the sweet smell of the rose? It's very dramatic. But I feel it's like the Shakespeare vibe coming through. These allegories of life that you're grappling with right now. Maybe you're asking yourself, where is your golden rose? Where is the thing that will smell sweet for you? I'm going to pull 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. There's no past, present, and future. It's just the channeled messages from Spirit. Got an extra card. The World. I see this as you really closing out a chapter in your life. I feel as though energetically, and it's very specifically energetically, no matter how much you've actually traveled, you've traveled energetically. Like, is it appropriate, Spirit, to say it was a quantum jump? It's like you are shifting your focus. Because you know, are we shifting our focus from what has monetary wealth to shifting our focus to what has sentimental wealth, or vice versa? I'm not judging either of those. Maybe on your deathbed you would care more about the gold because the gold would help your legacy, your family. It's all about what you value. But you're shifting your focus. It's almost like I see these arrows and they're just like, what's that machine? It's like it does this. It moves. It's like there was a pen attached here. It would move in like on 2 axes, like a design machine or something. You might be like a graphic designer or an architect or somebody who uses machines like that to plot points on a grid. I don't know what any of that means. I'm just going to say it out loud. No need to question it. For me, you can question all you want. I'm not questioning it. I don't know what it means. Plotting points on a grid. I mean, I'm questioning it a little bit just because I'm curious. Plot points. Plot points. Maybe you're writing a book. Maybe you're writing a book of fiction. And you're talking about your plot points. Spirit is bringing a very, very particular storyline to my head right now. It has to do with this card that comes towards the end of your reading. Should I tell that story now? I'm going to tell it now. And this is what Spirit is giving me. Back in 19 whatever, 60, 70, there was this dude. Actually, I don't know what year. It could have been 1980. I don't know. It's a very famous plane overtaking situation, right? I don't want to use the term for it because I don't want to get flagged, but it was an overtaking of a commercial, plane. And this dude who was like dressed in, I think, a trench coat and whatever, well-dressed guy, kind of suit and tie guy, wrote the airline stewardess a note and said that he had certain devices and that, he was demanding money, right? This is very, very famous. And I don't remember how he got the money, but somehow he got the money and he parachuted out of this plane in order to escape. And many people speculate whether or not he survived because they tried to pinpoint and triangulate where he would have landed based on the wind speed and how fast the plane was going. All these really smart people, and they could not find him. They found parts of his parachute in a tree, and years later, I want to say like within the last 10 years, somebody found like a knapsack or something on a beach with that currency in the knapsack, like just recently, because they traced back the serial numbers. Why the heck this has anything to do with your reading, I don't know. But it's this sense that the man he became so infamous, and legions of investigators and detectives and boots on the ground, and everybody tried to understand if he survived or if he was living his best life somewhere. No one really knew. And so there's a lot of conspiracies about him, and there's this air of mystery. And I think right now, Spirit kind of wants to suggest that surrounding your energy and your aura is an air of mystery. How did Capricorn do it? How are they doing it? What are they doing? What are they hybridizing? What are they making happen to be able to yield this kind of energy? This is one of the most bizarre, this is the most bizarre introductions to a reading I've ever done, but we're just going to go with it because this is what I feel. Because then we're just going to start with this card because it doesn't matter. This is channel messages. Because when I saw this, it was like, yeah, he jumped out of the plane and he just was like, where did he go? The Hanged Man, Major Arcana number 12, representing Pisces and Virgo energies. This card talks about getting that 10,000 foot perspective because you're too close to a situation. Too close. Too close to plot the points, right? How can we begin to plot points if we're on top of the map? So if this was a project, if this is a business idea, It's almost like, you know, taking yourself out of the situation because you're too close to be able to really understand the periphery. Spirit is saying, though, with the Sun card, clarifying it, Sun is the best card in the deck, there's going to be a lot of clarity and illumination for you, which is going to lead to your abundance. There's a lot, and I'm really being drawn to it right in this moment, that there is a lot of a sense of artifice to these cards. It is the Pulp Tarot, so it's trying to imitate illustrations that would be found on pulp fiction books. So for somebody out there, you really could be trying to write a book. But for others, there's something where there's this like Harry Houdini aspect to you, where Spirit just said, keep them guessing, keep them guessing, keep them guessing. It's not that you're trying to be evasive. It's just that you're like moving at such a clip that you don't have time to explain yourself. And Spirit just singing the Tom Petty song that I can't stand, Free Falling. I'm free falling, right? That's pretty funny. I hate that song, but that's pretty funny. Let me get a clarifier for the Hanged Man and the Sun card. What is being illuminated for Capricorn right now? Because to me, this whole reading seems like a big old mystery. King of Wands in the reverse. Spirit just said the identity of a benefactor. The identity of a benefactor. Take it as it resonates. Please tell me if it resonates, because what is this reading? The King of Wands, typically Aries and Leo energy, talks about somebody who is very empowered, kind of rules a kingdom, has a lot of clout, has a lot of authority. The Wand suit is all about passion, initiative, and creativity. So when this card is in the upright, it's like all thrusters firing, go, go, go. We're moving, we're shaking, we're making things happen. And when the card is in reverse, it's kind of like something is in delay, something is in doubt, something doesn't feel quite right. The King of Wands can't move as quickly, right? And so I don't feel like this is your energy, because I asked for clarity. What is being clarified for you? And Spirit said it's like an identity of something, but it's not you. There's a third party or another person. Maybe it's somebody who wants to come in and be a business partner, somebody who wants to come in and be your ghostwriter, an editor, somebody who wants to come in and help you, like as in a benefactor way. The identity will be revealed. Whether or not you entertain that or you accept that, that's your business. Always follow your instinct, because over here I see the Six of Pentacles in reverse. In the upright, this card talks about equal give and take, but it's in reverse. So Spirit wants you to be careful. We always expect that what we put out into the world, we get back. Not because we're selfish, not because we don't know what the nature of giving actually means, but sometimes we want to put some hard work out to the world and we want to see a return on investment, because they just ROI, return on investment. When the card is in reverse, though, it's kind of like an unfair, non-balanced situation. That could have been something from your past where you might have been burned by somebody, you know, or a group of people that promised to be a benefactor and they fell short, fell through, changed their minds. Could be something that you are healing from with the Star card. This is Aquarian energy, Major Arcana number 17. The Star card talks about wish fulfillment, but it also talks about healing. So we're being very, very careful with our wishes. right? There's like a caveat feeling that I get here. It's like, because Spirit just showed me the genie's lamp, the genie's lantern. The story, I suppose, right, is you rub the lantern, the genie appears out of the lantern, and you get 3 wishes. But then there are all these rules. Okay, you get 3 wishes, but you can't, one of those wishes can't be that you ask for more wishes. What are the other 2 rules? I'm trying to remember Robin Williams' voice in my head from Aladdin. Do I have that? Look, see? Here's the genie. Please don't ask me why I have this. Just accept that I do. I'll put him on the desk. He doesn't really stand up, which irritates me, but there you go. Just as I said that, he leaned up against something, now he's standing up. So there's these caveats, there are these stipulations, and there could be some hiccup happening. And so maybe you're trying to circumnavigate this. So, okay, let's just use the business as an example. Let's say you want to start your business and you previously had a sponsor, a benefactor, an investor, all set up, ready to go. You put your half of the coin in, but then they backed out at the last second. You're thinking, okay, how am I going to make the wish and dream of my business to come true without any money? This has really sucked because, like, I took out my own loan to do this, and like, what's going to happen? And then this idea of hybridization comes along, and Spirit is saying to me that you may be finding a way to circumnavigate having to need a benefactor, having to rely on somebody else, right? And maybe that is through combination or collaboration with somebody who already has a business. You know, it's almost like I see, I have a friend who is a pastry chef, and you know, she wants to have her own business, but at this time that she's not in a position to start her own business right now, like full brick and mortar. And so we were talking about ways where she could still bake, she could still do the things she loves, she could still come up with new recipes and still sell her product. And so it became this hybridization of, okay, if I can't have my own brick and mortar store right now, I can at least sell my products in someone else's brick and mortar store, which was not what she set out to do in the beginning, but she's in this process of healing. And in the meantime, how can we still have progress? How can we still feel a sense of accomplishment? How can we still get our product in front of people so that eventually other benefactors come along? Our abundance flows in, right? The abundance is going to flow in for you because I see you circumnavigating, consulting your higher self with the 2 of Cups, drawing upon your instincts because your instincts are first rate. You know, and 6 of Cups, to clarify that, remember what has served us in the past. Remember those times when we collaborated with other people. And it was such a beautiful connection. These 2 cards are about connection. This is past connection. This is more of a present tense, but beautiful energies here. Close the reading. I'm gonna ask for a clarifier for these cards. Can you give me a hint as to who are we hybridizing with? No. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Spirit is trying to bring in this person for you. Aces bring a potentiality, but in order for them to be enacted, we have to take hold of what Spirit is giving us. Pick up what I'm putting down, Spirit just said. You got to pick up what I'm putting down. That was really loud in my brain. You got to pick up what I'm putting down. I don't know. Did somebody in your past say that to you? Like a family member in spirit? Boy, you need to pick up what I'm putting down. Or something. I don't know. Maybe you just saw it on a TV show. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Spirit really wants to bring in something beautiful for you. But you have to take hold of it. That's 3 Cups cards. This is really heart-centered, heart space energy here. That might feel a little foreign to you. Not that you don't have a heart, Capricorn, but that, you know, the emotional realm is not our go-to. Well, not your go-to. It's completely my go-to. It's not your go-to. I'm going to read from the book now, The Golden Rose. Just want to show it to you one more time. L-V-I-I-I. Hold on. L-V. Okay. This is the Golden Rose. The secret, the altar, the gem. The rose has long been used as a symbolic image for the summation of alchemy. The outer petals representing the first 7 planets and operations, while the inner petals protect the revelations from unwelcome eyes. But what exactly resides at the center of the golden rose? Alchemy tells us it's a secret, and it is meant to be kept as such. The rose spirals both inward and outward simultaneously. It offers beauty to the onlooker while concealing its inner chambers. This is the complex nature of the golden rose. It challenges the alchemist to reorient their thinking, to devote their work to honoring the secret, rather than attempting to become the master of it. Kneel at the altar of the unknown. Cherish the golden rose, as it is a model of the self. More will be revealed. That is your reading, Capricorn. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Capricorn.